Hello everyone! Thank you for joining us for story time today. I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. I know I did. We got to do a lot of fun things and just chill out. So, today we are reading The Chalk Giraffe, and it is by Christy Paxton. And I wonder what it could be about. Chalk Giraffe. Do you think maybe the giraffe is chalk and somebody drew him? Maybe. Let's find out. One day I drew a giraffe out of chalk. My giraffe came alive. He could eat. He could talk. I'm alone, he cried out. There's just gray all around. So I drew him a tree growing up from the ground. My giraffe liked that tree, with leaves blowing in the breeze. They tickled his nose and made him sneeze. But still I could see that his face looked forlorn, peering out from among the acacia tree thorns. My giraffe would not laugh. Instead, he just said, I am tired, and I can't use cement for a bed. So I drew him some grass. It was bright green and lush, and soon the night came, and all was a hush. So he's sleeping on the grass now. That was very nice of her to accommodate him. Draw him some grass. Till my chalk giraffe gave a deep grumpy sigh, and then waited for me to make a reply. What's the matter? I asked. It's too dark, he protested. I need a nightlight to get well rested. So he's demanded to not be alone, to have some grass. Now he's getting a nightlight? All right. So I drew him a zillion bright white chalky stars, and later a sun coming up from afar. Too much, Giraffe grumbled. It's so bright I can't see. Draw me some shade for under my tree. Well, I've had enough, I said, dropping my chalk. I wish I'd never drawn a giraffe that could talk. Instead of saying thanks, you make rude demands. So goodbye, Chalk Giraffe. You've had your last chance. So I rubbed that giraffe right out with my shoe, and the stars and the sun and the tree that I grew. But that night I kept thinking of my work of art. Sad thoughts settled deep down in my heart. I really missed that grumbling giraffe. I knew I still loved him, laugh or no laugh. The next morning I leapt up awake. I picked up my chalk to fix my mistake. I drew a sun and some stars, an acacia with thorns, and my frowning giraffe from his feet to his horns. But this time I noticed a twinkle in his eye. He seemed full of mischief. I wondered why. I wonder what he's up to. The giraffe grabbed my chalk, and suddenly I found I had stick legs and arms and was stuck to the ground. Come, said Giraffe, and look down from up here. The world looks quite different than it would appear. So I proudly showed off my tree-climbing talents and scaled his long neck with great skill and balance. And finally perched between his two horns, I surveyed this new world, and I too felt forlorn. I saw what he saw, and it looked kind of lonely. He needed more friends to make his home homey. I know what's missing, I cried with glee. The world needs much more than just you and me. So Giraffe and I got to work right that minute. We drew zebras, a buck, and a small spotted guinea. We drew snakes up in trees and tiny dung beetles, a lounging leopard, and 2 sprinting cheetahs. So he's gonna have some friends. And a rhino with horns, and elephants with trunks, and a croc with a grin looking out for his lunch. There's still something missing, Giraffe whined without end. Will you ever be happy? I asked my chalk friend. But still I could see, from Giraffe's point of view, there was something absent. A giraffe, number 2. So I let my chalk friend draw another giraffe. It looked just like him, except that it laughed. I sighed with relief. It had taken a while, but our work was now done. Giraffe finally smiled. So I climbed right back down his long furry neck till I was to him just a small tiny speck. When I left the chalk world, my giraffe didn't flinch, but I think that I saw his right eye move an inch. And I knew at that moment we'd created great art, and I was glad that I'd let my giraffe play his part. The end. I love how this showed that all we really need is a friend sometimes to make our world a little bit brighter. If you would like to check this out, this should be at the library, and I hope that you guys had a great story time. I hope to see you here next Wednesday, or if you're a fan of my Toddler Tales, there's also Toddler Tales on Tuesday. Again, it's online, and it's on YouTube or Facebook. So, thanks guys. Bye.